Welcome to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Nicholson, here with bite-sized episodes to empower, educate, and enlighten you with ways to lose weight, heal your gut, and achieve your ideal health so you can live an adventure-filled life. Let's dive in. You just got word that you have type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. Now what? You might be feeling a range of emotions, from scared to angry to just plain overwhelmed. You're not alone. Current statistics show that U.S. adults are more likely than not to have diabetes or prediabetes because more than 50% of the population do. If you are like most people, you probably have a lot of questions, and that's a good thing. Learning as much as you can about your diabetes is one of the best things you can do for your health. But where do you start? I've put together a list of the top 10 things you need to know if you're newly diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. So before we dive into these 10 things, I want you to take a breath. Take a second to remind yourself that this is not a life or death sentence. You have a lot of options going forward, and that's why you're here. Okay, are you ready? Let's go through the top 10 things you need to know. First of all, what is type 2 diabetes and prediabetes? If you're like many people, your doctor likely didn't explain what your diagnosis means or what diabetes even is. I covered this topic in great detail last week, so feel free to check that one out for even more information. For now, let's just describe diabetes as a condition where the body is no longer using insulin properly. Generally, this develops due to having chronically high blood sugars that require a lot of insulin. Over time, the body becomes less sensitive to the insulin, requiring more and more of it to do the same job. Chronically high insulin levels cause weight gain and a whole list of other problems. Type 2 diabetes is most often diagnosed based on blood tests for fasting blood sugar and hemoglobin A1C. Some healthcare professionals will also use a variety of other tests. Your body isn't broken. While your diagnosis indicates that your body isn't using insulin properly right now, this condition is reversible in many cases. If we can lower the body's need for high insulin, we can repair the sensitivity to insulin. Nutrition and exercise both can help. However, the standard advice to eat less and exercise more won't help you here. There are specific nutrition methods that will help the most to lower your insulin needs. In many cases, this transition can happen very quickly. Take action early. If you want to stop and reverse your disease progression, it's never too early to start. The earlier you take action, the easier the process will be and the less damage you'll be fighting. Now, this does not mean that if you've been sick, overweight, or had diabetes for years that it's too late. It's never too late. There's always improvement to be made. It just may not happen as quickly if you've been sick for years. Food is medicine or poison. A lot of people falsely believe that they're doomed with diabetes because it runs in the family. While there are certainly genetic predispositions that make some people more at risk to developing diabetes, food choices and lifestyle habits are a much bigger factor. In fact, they're the primary cause. It's not that diabetes runs in families, it's that diet and lifestyle habits run in families. This means you have a lot of control over your health. The foods that you eat each day will either help repair your insulin sensitivity or further damage it. It is important to choose foods based on the effect they have on your blood sugar levels. We are all unique, so you need a customized plan that will work for you. Exercise is powerful and underutilized. Exercise is one of the most powerful tools we have to improve insulin sensitivity. When you exercise, your muscles use more glucose or sugar for energy. This means that your muscles can take up more of that sugar from your blood and use it for energy. This also means that that sugar is not being stored as either glycogen or fat. This is a great thing. This does not mean that you need to join a gym, take an exercise class, or even hire a trainer. Even something as simple as walking for 10 minutes after meals can make a major difference in your blood sugars and therefore your insulin levels. Technology provides needed insights. Glucometers and continuous glucose monitors provide a great deal of information on blood sugars throughout the day. This data can be used to help you understand how different foods, activities, stress levels, and medications are impacting your blood sugar levels. Glucometers are available over the counter from your local pharmacy. Continuous glucose monitors do require a prescription, so you can ask your physician for a prescription to help you in reversing your disease progression. If they won't write the prescription, you can get a continuous glucose monitor from a commercially available company that will take care of that prescription for you. This is how many people without diabetes have been able to tap into this powerful technology for optimizing health. I've personally used NutriSense and I highly recommend them. Drop a message to me and I can get you a $25 off coupon code. Medications may or may not be recommended. There are a variety of diabetes medications that can be prescribed depending on the individual needs. Some medications are designed to help the body produce more insulin. Others are meant to help the body use insulin more effectively, and still others are designed to help your body eliminate sugar through urine. All medications have side effects, and none of them are correcting the original cause of the disease progression. They can be helpful, but nutrition and lifestyle are the only true healers. If you are prescribed medications, be aware that the dosages may need to be rapidly declined or eliminated as your health improves through nutrition and lifestyle. Often, the holistic approaches can work within days to weeks, and medications can become dangerous if the doses are higher than your needs, causing hypoglycemia episodes. Not everyone with type 2 diabetes needs to take medications. Many people are able to manage and reverse their diabetes progression through choosing the proper foods and increasing their activity level. Retest often to measure progress. It is possible to reverse type 2 diabetes within a few short weeks with the right combination of nutrition, activities, and sometimes medications if necessary. The key is to make sure that you're working with a healthcare professional that understands how to help you reverse diabetes. Demand support from your family and friends. One of the most important aspects of reversing type 2 diabetes is having support from your family and friends. This support can come in many forms, from assisting with healthy meal options to clearing out the sabotaging foods from your kitchen, and even just being there to listen. It can be difficult to make the necessary changes in your diet and lifestyle when you're first diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, but it's important to remember that you don't have to do it alone, and it will be much easier with those closest to you prepared to help. Let your friends and family know that they can help you on this journey, and be sure to let them know what behaviors, activities, and foods will make your journey harder. Demand that they help you, not sabotage you. And lastly, seek coaching and accountability. The last part of your getting started plan should be to find ongoing support from someone who is educated and trained to help you achieve your goals. Your doctor is a great resource, but often you only get about 7 minutes of their time. Insurance providers and medical clinics may have dietitians on staff that can provide you with a nutrition plan, but oftentimes those plans are designed to help you manage, not reverse the disease. If your goal is to reverse diabetes, you will want to seek out a holistic health practitioner like me who will approach your goals from the nutrition, lifestyle, and natural space. So there you have it, the top 10 things you need to know now that you've been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes or prediabetes. This is not a life or death sentence. You have the power to take back control over your health. I'm here to help in any way I can. Thanks for being a faithful listener to the podcast. I'd love it if you left me a 5-star review on this podcast so that others can more easily find this valuable information. Did you know I also work one-on-one with clients? I approach solving health challenges like I approached solving crimes, by conducting a thorough investigation into your case. Sadly, hundreds of millions of people in the US have insulin resistance, prediabetes, and diabetes, and the vast majority have no idea. I'm here to fix that. If you struggle with low energy, stubborn weight, hypertension, sleep disturbances, or any other undesired symptoms, let's talk. All you have to do is schedule a free call. The link will be in the show notes. And no, you do not need to live near me.